220203/2237, and that's from the Acting Inspector Debbie Gower from the New Zealand Police.
Well done!
And I explained to them that they had better take some action real quick, because we have the legal right to arrest Andrew James Little for the crimes he's done. We have the legal right, and there are people that are ready to do this, and they want to do it. Yeah. So that's where it's going. He's getting arrested one way or the other, and he can be held accountable for the crimes of manslaughter that he has perpetuated on this country. And this is the first step here in turning it around. We're going to turn it around, and we're going to change the whole system. But thank you so much, everyone, for coming and supporting us.
Thank you, Brent.
And
Thank you! Repeat the number.
Thank you! You move around if you like, it's up to you. Yeah. Just to think, 6 months ago, almost 6 months ago, there was a border here. You know, separating the whole country to the from Mercer onwards, and here we are today. But today is not about Mercer, it's not about being here, it's about what was served. An historical moment here in New Zealand, and you're about to see and witness and hear the true stories of what happened in New Plymouth today. Check it out. Kia ora.
Kia ora.
Kei te pia koe. Kei te pai.
Kei te pai.
Kei te pai. Nice, nice. It's awesome to meet you. It's awesome to be here. I mean, the energy is good. It's, I mean, what are we doing here today for the people that don't know what's going on? It's quite a massive, important event, actually. Probably, I would say, quite a big importance to here in Aotearoa New Zealand.
Yeah, well, it's a gathering of all the evidence of the false clinical trials that were done and all the adverse events that have fallen on the innocent New Zealand public. And so we've got people from all over New Zealand who are bringing documents to the court, which we're going to actually submit to the police in an official police complaint today. And we will be looking at getting a police acknowledgement and a case number and an investigation. And from that, everyone will be able to submit their evidence. I've already put a statement of claim against the Minister of Health, which has been approved by the Register of the High Court. It's now before a Justice of the High Court, and that case is based on the false clinical evidence that was used in the safety data, which is invalid. There's no valid safety data means you can't have anything in our world, you know.
Right.
You know, this is all for our safety, of course, they say. Well, if you don't have valid safety data, you don't have anything. So what's happened is we also have, hey, look at this. Wow, amazing.
I think you got your support.
I think we've got big support from all around New Zealand, and it's about time. The evidence is overwhelming that it's doing massive damage everywhere. And as I said, the clinical trials evidence it's very blatant that a fraud was committed. They hid all the adverse events that they recorded themselves, Pfizer. I have that information. You know, I have the data, I have the clinical trials that were formerly confidential, now released, showing Pfizer knew how badly this would affect everybody. And they hid that from the public. And that's what this whole thing is. It's just a massive deception. The media are complicit with this crime because they have hid the reality of the massive tragedy that's happened. So well, when I get to do the speech, you know, I'll be outlining who actually is behind this and, you know, where we should be looking, you know, to solve this problem. We've got to find out, well, who's responsible. And it's not people like the police or people that work at the courts or people who have to wear masks for their jobs who took the vax. They're in the same, we're all the same. So it's...
Yeah. No, it's awesome. Thank you so much. And just want to say, you know, it's pretty funny to say that the biggest drug cartel in the world is getting punished now. It's all coming together, right? They worry about the Sinaloa cartel in Mexico, and here we are talking about Pfizer. I think is the real drug cartel plus every other one in the world that's taking part now. But what's just to finish up? What's your one message from here in New Plymouth to Aotearoa New Zealand to the rest of the world as well?
To unify. Like, this is a global problem, so we're not going to solve it here in New Zealand by ourselves or in Australia, them solving it by themselves. It's a global problem. So we have to unify, which means no more division. That's what makes us weak. It makes them strong, and it has for thousands of years. So, yeah, this is our opportunity to just unify peacefully. And... Hey, hey.
Awesome.
Yeah, look who we got here, so many amazing people.
Amazing people, they've all made it, and that's why there's a reason, not just for the mind of it, there's, you know, for all the conspiracy theories out there, let the games begin, I believe.
Well, the game's over, eh? You know, the game's over. We will also be utilising Section 35 of the Crimes Act, which entitles a person to make an arrest without a warrant on another person who's causing injury, where there is a penalty greater than 3 years, and the penalty for manslaughter is life imprisonment. And
life imprisonment.
We're bringing charges of manslaughter because we have the coroner's report. And who's going to argue with the coroner's report, which says it was caused by the injection of the Pfizer serum? That's what the coroner's report clearly says. Yeah. And we got that thanks to Rory's family releasing it to us, and that's going to the police today, along with so much evidence of all the wrongdoing, adverse effects that have been suppressed. So yeah.
Unreal. I'm not going to hold you up any further, but I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for what you're doing, and it's a beautiful thing that it's got to be done. Yeah.
The media who are complicit in this crime and will be held accountable as accessories to the fact of manslaughter. All the media are accessories to the fact of manslaughter because they've hid what's been going on. And we will be going to the media after we finish here. We will be making a journey peacefully through the streets of New Plymouth, walk down there and let them know that no, you're not doing this anymore to us. And we know that the media is actually owned by the same people that own Pfizer, BlackRock Investments. So you've got this complete conflict of interest in our media in New Zealand, and they don't follow the Broadcasting Act, which requires them to give both sides of the story. I mean, when Jacinda says that there's only one source of truth, she's breaking the Broadcasting Act. Okay, so that's what we'll be taking as additional court case against the media. But it's going to follow this manslaughter charge against the health minister, Andrew James Little, because he's the person that authorised this while he didn't have any safety data that was actually real. It was completely fraudulent. So that's the basis on which we'll act today.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
No, good man.
Yeah.
Great. What I got told by the senior sergeant yesterday, and also the deputy senior sergeant, who was, we had a discussion on what we're going to do here, and they said 3 people could come in here. So
Go, Jojo, you got nailed.
Do it. You got it. What do they say?
So they've accepted all paperwork. They have accepted the charge of murder against Andrew James Little, and they will issue us a CRV number this afternoon.
And so with that CRV number, what can we do for people that don't understand what that is? Or
So what people can do moving forward is they can now come forward with that CRV number and put all their evidence forward. On my side of things, I have issued the police with a cease and desist and liability order. So that also kicks in today, and that gives them 24 hours to come back and arrest Andrew James Little at lunchtime tomorrow.
well, there you go, people. So you hear it from yourself. They have served the papers, and it's all in action. So if they haven't, well, let the games begin, I say.
Yeah, no, thank you.
And what's your one message from here in New Plymouth to the rest of Aotearoa New Zealand and to the rest of the world?
Stay strong. Hold the line. We've got this.
Aye.
What's up, I'm Terrell.